nice relaxing train stream. Okay. Nope. That's that one. Just to freight. That's in. And there we go. Where am I headed? Oh, really close. Okay, thank fuck. I did not understand why it wasn't moving. Like, every time I think I've got a handle on this game, instantly proven wrong. And I'm still not sure I'm doing this right, because it really sounds like I've got a brake on. Then I brake off, yeah. No, wrong one. So it does not sound like I've got the brake on somehow. Like, I'm in throttle 5 going downhill. I should be going much faster than this. Am I on the right? Nope, wrong one. Nope, that was the right one. There we go. I wonder if it's anything to do with the fact that it's raining and therefore I'm not getting traction. Anyway, the rain effects are really, really nice. I like this a lot. It's quite relaxing. Throttle down, throttle down. Throttle up a bit. What is happening? Pick these up. There we go. I'm not sure why it insists that I wait a moment every single time. Object complete. Alright, where am I going? Back down that way. Bail off, there we go. You can over throttle, I found out. So if you try and... There you go, look, it's doing it. So I wasn't getting any purchase. Or I was over revving the engine or something, so it just like went completely wrong. Dynamic brake is off. Yeah. Dynamic brake is off. Released. That's released. So why does it feel like I've got a brake on? How many brakes does a train need, really? Come on. How many carriages have I got? Okay, quite a few. Maybe throttle down a little bit. I'm hoping they let me loose a little bit, because most of it has been around this yard and there's this whole line to explore. I really want to just go on like a massive journey. I mean, I suppose I could at any point, but I'm not going to make it if I do that. Fine, I've been letting go of the brake way too soon. This might just crawl me over the line, maybe. See, here's the thing. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all the other train drivers. Okay, that should be fine. It's possible I've gone too far over. No, there we go. So, to there. You? Actually, let's just start moving first. Oh, that's going to override. I'm sure there are terms for this, by the way, I just don't know them. Oh, that's so fiddly. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, fucking hell. It should snap a lot more easily. Because that is so annoying. Yeah. Yep. 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 And yeah. Do you want to go at any point, or what's up? Let's get these revs up. Something about training in the rain is really relaxing. Nice. What am I carrying? Yeah, is this like smuggling where I should definitely have found out what I'm carrying before I set out? I'm still quite a way down there. Wait, okay, no, it's still fine, still fine. God, it's hard to judge from within the cab. I think this is all fine, provided that you're actually, like, part of the train is actually over the thing. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Okay. Like butter. Wait. Okay, so I'm decoupling all of these now. I know I can do the other routes, I just really want to just set out on just like a massive journey. I was looking at the Tees Valley line, like the DLC, and I was looking on Google Maps to see how far it actually is, and it just looks so satisfying. Where am I headed? Just a lot of shunting so far, this. Although I am learning that when it's raining, if you try and do anything with the carriages that's slightly out of the ordinary, the train just does not like it. The engine will not do it. That's quite a specific place to start by, even. driving significantly over speed limit. Am I? Because according to the speed indicator down at the bottom right, I'm not. It doesn't feel like I am. Well, that first game I played where I was just hammering down the track at 100 miles an hour, then I was speeding. Felt alive for the first time. Yeah, it has to be a mistake, doesn't it? Now I'm speeding. How much of this is meant to be like with cars? How much of it is supposed to be you just gradually stopping by reducing the throttle? How much of it is supposed to be like slamming the brakes on? Well, not slamming them on, but using the brakes, I guess. I can't gauge that. Also, can anybody tell me by looking at this control panel if I have, when I stop here, if I have a brake on? Because something is screaming at me. That's fine, that's fine. I've gone too far. Right. Now that's on. I know that's on now. One sec. But, looking at this, is anything on there that shouldn't be on? Because every time I try to move, it just shrieks. There was, on my YouTube channel, which is the same name as this, there's a bunch of the archive videos of me playing this for the first time, and I cannot figure out for the life of me if I'm any better or if I just started ignoring the stuff that I thought I was doing wrong. Like, is that noise right? Anyway, in conclusion, if I had to, I'd go back in time and I would tell my 12-year-old self that you don't want to be a train driver because it's very stressful, even if you're just pretending to do it on Twitch. And then he'd go, what's Twitch? And I'd have to try and explain that, and then I'd have to try to explain the internet, and I'd walk him through it from like Phantasy Star Online all the way through to this, and he wouldn't get it, little idiot. The cut-off valve is set to freight, as far as I know. I'll double check, but... That's cool. There you go. Alright. Cut-off valve. Is that in the way? Okay. Cut-off valve, freight, yeah. Ooh, I get to go a little further down the track than I ever have before. And I guess learn something? Is that what that's about? Or is that one of those extra tasks that you do? God, it's terrifying going past other stuff like that. You know what, now, it's all I can think about is there was a Quentin Blake illustrated book by Roald Dahl that was all about rail safety, and it scared the absolute shit out of me because it was so sure that if you went near a railway, you were going to die. Like, it was just 100% guaranteed that if you so much as looked at the third rail, you were going to get electrocuted, or even if you went near it, you're going to get decapitated. There's some oh god. Too far. This is what I get for talking about horrifying children's instructional books. instead of concentrating on the rails. If I knew the length of the train, that would be useful. There we go. Right, so, what's this guy? Fully fueled scenario. What are you? Oh, is this just something completely different? Yeah. I mean, the whole throttle thing, I guess because it has to get up to a certain amount of revs, but when I first started playing, I was convinced, utterly convinced that I had broken the train somehow. In fact, the first thing I did was play the tube and just got out and ran away and tried to get on a different train at the other end of the station just because it was too confusing. And particularly with these, where it's like you said, you've got to get up to 50% throttle to get it to even go. I don't like this. Oh, wait, that was pretty cool. I was going to say, I didn't like that.
Before boarding Q015, these GP38-2s must be attached to the rear.
Sounds like
I'm
Nick Offerman.
aboard and move them to the classification yard where Q015 is waiting.
I'm going to pretend to have understood that, and in fact just go to the waypoint. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. The other one? When the camera panned down to this engine, it looked like a boss intro from like Dark Souls 2 with like that vignetting. Just leave the other doors open, it's fine. Yeah. Sure. What are you? Okay, I don't like the sound of that. Lead or dead. Wait, I have to put it on lead or dead? I'm suddenly very, very, very nervous about this. What even? Oh god. I'm back in a situation where I do not know how to even get this moving. Okay, pull the horn. Is horn again? Alright, it says get going. Okay, to there. Got it. Why is this giving me the instructions that I previously had? Right. Yeah. So now just razz up the line, got it. It's doing a lot of hand-holding. Why has that happened? And why can't I move? That's forward, okay. There we go. Alright, we're golden. Oh, smash into these trucks, got it. Well, not smash into it, but you get what I mean. That doesn't sound healthy. Even if that's right, a healthy train should not sound like this. You know what I mean? Like, if I was taking my, I don't know, train driving test, and the engine started making these noises, I would assume I'd failed. The only thing that should make a noise like this is like a calf when it's being born. And it's like it's a difficult birth for the cow as well. I wonder how many drivers on this like line in real life just have the radio on, just so they don't have to listen to this. Or, now I think about it, whether that is super illegal, because you would definitely derail or crash into another train. So I'm on throttle 8 and I'm only going at 40 miles an hour. Is there some sort of limiter on? Oh, I'm going uphill, okay. I'm assuming that's why. Even though I'm slowing down again. Okay, yeah, maybe it was the slope, because all of a sudden I am getting too close to the... Oh, yeah, okay, okay. This is probably what would fail you if you were doing a train driving test. Smashing up the goods he's supposed to be taking. That's fine. A guy on the stream the other day told me he's supposed to be going about 4 to 5 miles an hour when you couple up to other trucks. So I've been aiming for that, but I would... Oh, fuck. So I would... But I would happily learn I was wrong. Reverse this to neutral, turn off any lights, and set the auto brake to full. Oh, full is different from... There we go. From emergency. That makes sense. Of the lead locomotive. Oh, cool, I'm changing trains. Probably shouldn't be running on the tracks. Does this mean that I get the power of both front and back locomotives, or am I getting on a different engine? Oh my god, look at the size of this. This is the length of train that you'd have in a movie action sequence where the protagonist has to like fight their way over everything. Like Nathan Drake would fight his way along this and a helicopter would be shooting at him. I did. 12-year-old me would be so disappointed in myself for forgetting all those lessons. I'd also tell him, make the most of having hair while you've got it. Just have a mohawk for your entire teenage years. But there are other trains on these tracks, so I've not had... Oh my god, this train's so far away. There should be a little train running alongside the actual train, like in Snowpiercer, so I can get there faster. You've got to be so fit to do this. Seriously, how long is this train? It feels like a mile. Not even out of breath. I don't think. Like, set a day aside to run the length of the train. Ideally, they would have had another guy at the other end who you could just go, right, that's all good, you go now. I'm okay. Don't squat under the train, as the indicator suggested. That. Oh shit! Okay, best behaviour. Somebody else is here. Hey, it's good to see you.
We're operating this westbound stack train today. No doubt it's packed with all the latest gadgets and gizmos. That extra traction you attached? Well, we've been asked to take it up to the summit for work in the area. There's a shortage of engineers today, or someone would have run the
Is that
line
because
independently.
this guy's just sat here, keeping an eye on me? Turn on all the lights. Ditch lights on. Gauge lights on. Generator field on. What is that? Oh, headlights. Cool. Seems alright. Maybe don't take that out when we're just about to go. Alright.
This is Q015.
Yeah, definitely didn't try and go
Requesting a
before I
track
requested
warrant
this.
from
No way.
Cumberland
No,
Terminal
no,
to
no.
Sandpatch. Over.
Cumberland Terminal to Sandpatch. Where does that take me to?
Q015, subject to signal indications. Proceed from Cumberland Terminal to Sandpatch.
This is going to be a disaster.
Over.
This is going to be an absolute disaster. I haven't done anything like this before.
Q015, subject to signal indications, proceeding from Cumberland Terminal to Sandpatch. Out.
Is this the length of the line? Ooh. Oh, sound the horn twice and release the throttle. That's so weedy. 17 miles, okay, cool. Well, I guess I've got what I was looking for. In an incredibly terrifying way. Alright, Chris, this is what it was all about. This is what you're training for. Oh god, okay. Train for it better. Train for it better. If I put it in throttle 4, this happens. Do I have to throttle up from 1 or what's up? Okay. You would have thought this guy, instead of just staring like I'm having an affair with his wife, would maybe help out. Okay. We're up to maximum amps for that. So let's go to 3. Oh, fantastic moving. Okay. I wonder how far we've now stopped moving. I'm sure this is fascinating for everybody to watch me sat at the... Oof. I'm beginning to think I would have been a terrible, terrible, terrible train driver. Okay. Throttle up. Ah, there we go. No, it's all good. All good. No problem. The game just wanted me to figure that out on my own without having, you know, ever taught me anything about that. That's cool. Max out. Just let's get up to, I don't know, maybe 1 mile an hour before we switch the throttle up. Maybe turn the bell off. Oh no, that's the sand. Okay, I don't. Alright. Throttle up. Mwah. So it's 2 miles to this red signal, which at current speed will take the rest of our lives. So settle in, everybody. We best get to know one another. Wow. Train gears are proper gears, aren't they? What a stupid observation, but you really, really need heavy-duty gears. Like my old bike did not need gears, if I'm honest. It was just there to ramp the price up. But these trains need gears to even get moving. What a stupid thing to say. How are we looking? Insanely long. This is too much pressure. They should have given me a train maybe half this length to start, and I would have gone, oof, challenging, but I can do it. This is just... I feel like I need to start braking now. Cool, nearly out of the goods yard. Hey, I've never actually been anywhere past this bend, so this is all going to be new to me. I just realised I haven't at all been checking that I'm on the right line. Yeah. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. So it's fairly low stress most of the way. Apart from... Oh, that's the train that I'm unofficially racing. Beautiful. Their property prices here are so low. Because, you know, 8-mile-long trains constantly go past. Like living in the flight path of an airport, but worse. Do I risk it? Throttle 5. Driving under speed limit. By, like, what, 1 mile an hour? This game just arbitrarily gives you points, and I'm not complaining. I'm gonna try and stream some Hot Shots Racing later, and it's gonna be less, maybe even more point happy, if you know what I mean. Like just doling them out whenever, but this one just seems so arbitrary. Looked out of window. 50 action points. Picked nose. Looked at fellow engineer. 1,000 action points. Delivered cargo. 2 action points. Driving significantly over. Okay, yeah, no, well that, you know, that one's fair enough. They can have that. These houses have seen some murders. You can tell. You can tell that this is like Murderville. It's just far enough out that people can't like necessarily hear people's screams from next door. There's a rail line here for people to jump on to escape. This is like, no, that house over there. It's like with a barn. You shudder to think. I need to keep an eye on the speed, like even slightly. I read a book not too long ago called The Man from the Train, and it was this sports writer and his daughter they thought they had figured out the identity of, well, in fact, they thought they had figured out that there was a serial killer knocking around the US of States in like the early 1900s. Well, a couple of decades into the 1900s, and they reckoned that they had identified this pattern of this guy. I think they said his name was Joseph Mueller in the end. A guy who was just going around killing people and then just escaping on the trains. And they did it by, figuring out that there were a number of similarities in the crime scene. So there was... this is what I wanted from a train stream, by the way, talking about murder. The victims were killed by axes or blunt objects. Most of them were covered. And then the killer would remain in the house for like a couple of days afterwards before escaping. And so they reckon that they figured out that there was this guy and that's what he was up to. And then they identified this itinerant worker called Joseph Mueller, who they said had definitely done it. And I think he was not a victim, a suspect for quite some time. And I just figured out I have no idea how far out to break. And then they said, and it was all a little bit dubious because some of them were like, oh, this one didn't fit the pattern, but it was near a train line. And you're like, well, so are most towns and villages. And yeah, that should be fine. And then they said, oh, and we reckon Mueller was responsible for Hinterkaifeck, which is that horrifying German mass murder of a family in this house who just stopped appearing at this farm, who just stopped appearing for work one day, and they found out and everyone had been butchered, and there was like a pair of footprints leading to the forest but not back, or the other way around. They found all the bodies in the barn, and they were like, yeah, it was this guy who was a serial killer in America who felt the heat on him, went back to Europe, oh shit, and yeah, killed a bunch of people. And it's like fascinating theory, definitely not right. Definitely not right. That Hinterkaifeck thing, though, you should read up on that if you haven't already, because it's like the person stayed in the house afterwards and was like reading the paper, was eating all the food, and properly scary, deranged stuff. When I was in... I have to stop at that red signal, don't I? I can't just blast through it. It seems like a red signal's there for a reason. I started braking way too early. When I was in India this time last year. In fact, what's the date? It might have been a year ago today. I was walking around, it's the 12th, okay. Yeah, maybe it was. I was trekking through some of the lower Himalaya, and I was on my own in the country, and it was I was pretty nervous anyway, nervous traveller. And I started listening to a podcast about one of the Case File podcasts about this guy who was on his own in a foreign country, and he got murdered and dismembered. And then I was halfway through this and I got chased by a monkey, which is a different threat, admittedly, from, somebody killing you and dismembering you. But because I was nervous and I was slightly primed, the second this monkey started coming after me, I was absolutely terrified. That's my monkey story. Well, one of the two monkey stories I got. The other one was I was in a rooftop restaurant in Haridwar, and monkey ran over. I don't like tomatoes. I hadn't eaten my tomatoes, so we took them off my plate. We sat there, we had a chat for a little bit, as in I was talking to it. And then as I got up, I disturbed its baby, and it went for me because I scared its baby. So it was just like, ah. So it was jumping up at me. I was trying to fend it off. I was going, fuck off, but it didn't speak English, obviously. And then I managed to get through the door and just close it, just as the guy was bringing up my my main course. So I was sat there just like, I can't go out, mate, can't go back out there. I'm going to have to eat it in this corridor. Monkeys are horrible, vicious little things. I'm so under the speed limit. Oh, there's that red signal. Okay, yeah. Suddenly that makes sense. Suddenly that makes a lot of sense. Oh, you've really just got to figure out... Oh, no, you don't. It says on the map. Ooh, would like to be stopping faster than this, please. Oh, it's there. Gutted. There's where I've got to stop. That makes sense. I don't need to stop for the red light on the other track. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. Oh, I went up too fast. Okay. Oh god, we're on a slope. Okay, that's fine. Part of me was going to be like, yeah, train drivers deserve... Is there anything I could do to add more traction here? Sand. If I understand sand correctly... So have I just got to like hover between these two throttle levels? Oh my god, stop going backwards. I want to get out and push. I hope there are no trains behind me. Oh my god, I mean look at my train. Effectively I am the train behind me. Okay, so hover between the two. Don't go to 4. Don't go to 4. Hover between the two. The heater will help. Okay, throttle 1. Moving ever so slowly. Oh, no, not 3. 2, back to 1. 2, back to 1. Oh no, that's 3. 1, 2. 2 on its own doesn't do it. This guy's embarrassed for me. That's humiliating. Okay, come on now. So we're at max revs, up to 2, which gets us moving. But then we start slipping back. Have I failed this? This feels uncomfortably like I have failed to drive a train. Okay, up to 2. Down to 1. Up to 2. Down to 1. Like, in theory... Oh my god. I wonder if I can... reverse to a slightly better incline and then go for it. You're probably allowed to do this, right? Just like turn around and razz back down the hill in your mile-long train. That's probably fine. Driving under speed limit. That's true. I'm getting points for going in the wrong direction. Everyone in these buildings looking at me, judging me. Okay. I'm going to trust now that this is a significantly better incline and I can just leg it up. What? If he was contributing, that'd be fair enough, but he's not. Okay. So, throttle idle. Automatic. Okay, there we go. So, let's do this. So, to max revs. Yeah. To 2. No, that's it. That's it. That's all it is now. That's his problem. I'm out. No. That's too much. That was all going mainly poorly, to be honest. Can I restart some of these? Because I have no idea how to do this. Measurement units, that's cool. Stop marker, yeah. Controls, okay. No. No, I can't. I've just got to figure it out. Alright, fine. Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Rusher speed. How... Oh, god damn it. I didn't realise that you could do that. You know what? I'm calling it. I'm going to come back in the future and be better at trains. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be better at trains in the future.